Hello. Happy Sunday, church. Happy Sunday. Oh, Miss Denise Jones. Hey, hey. Oh, thank you so much. She says, Mickey, I can't thank you enough for what you do for us. You are a true blessing. Keep doing what you do. We love you. Aw, I love you guys back. Thank you, Miss Denise. Church. Miss Denise is she's a relatively new member to the church. So we want to extend a welcome to her. Stand up, Miss Denise, so everybody can see you. Stand up, stand up. Everybody clap for the new members. Yay! Yay, Miss Denise. Don't she look cute in her little purple dress this morning? Sorry. Hey guys, hey. So I want to thank the choir for those selections while Pastor was on her way. I'm so glad to see you all. Hope you all have had a great week. I hope you all have, been fruitful and abundant this week. Is it on? Okay. I don't know what that was. Hopefully we won't have any more of those moments. Hopefully we won't have any more of those moments. Yes, let me put on the do not disturb so that we won't be interrupted anymore. Okay. Back in business. All right. So, church, have you all been keeping up with the news? I hope you have. This week has been really some interesting things happening. So we'll get into it. Thank you guys for being here. Yada, yada, yada. Let's get into this tea. So, 2019 has proven to be the year of exposing people, right? All year. And it's only been, 13 days. And everybody is out here cheating, getting pregnant, and just, ooh, the tea, they getting exposed, honey. So, we have a new member into the Church of Hope. And she is going to be the topic of today's sermon. And it is going to be none other than the beautiful, lovely, exquisite, divine. What's another word to describe her? Goddess of a woman, Miss Lauren Sanchez. She is one of the newest. She's not one of the newest members. She's been a little quiet behind the scenes, as we all should be. But she is going to be the topic of today's sermon. So let's get into that. Miss Trust would like to know, who is that? Well, she is the mistress of the wealthiest man in the world, Mr. Jeff Bezos. He is the owner of Amazon, and she is his mistress. And I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday of this week, he came out and announced, oh, my wife and I are getting a divorce, right? And so it was a big old hoopla. Everybody's been talking about it. So that's who she is. So he had to come out with this announcement that they were getting a divorce because all these, the tabloids, I think it was the National Enquirer, was going to come out with a story about how he's been traipsing around everywhere with her. Well, apparently, the CEO of the National Enquirer, for whatever reason, does not like Mr. Bezos. And it was recently announced that Mr. Bezos is now the most wealthy man in the world. So the guy from National Enquirer has been following this man and Miss Lauren for several months, like 6, 7, 8 months now, right? Yes. So they have been, you know, traipsing around and all of that. So he had to come out with his little statement. Now he and his wife are getting divorced. He is worth a reported $140 billion. 140 billion. So his wife, I don't even know her name, she doesn't matter, whatever. His wife stands to gain, I believe it's like 68, so we'll round it to $70 billion from the divorce. Mackenzie, there you go, Mackenzie, little Mackenzie. So she's gonna be the richest woman in the world. Yay, hats off to her, whatever. She's gonna get $70 billion for her divorce. Outstanding. First of all, let's not discount Miss Mackenzie. I say whatever to her because she's Bob the Builder. He wasn't even rich when they got together, yada, yada, yada. Took her 25 years to get this money. But I will spend 25 years of my life to get $70 billion. I mean, I would. But anyway, so they've been together 25 years. Now, you know, now they are whatever. So, we don't have moderators here yet. No, we don't. Let me put some moderators in here because this one's going to be a little spicy. So the wife, you know, she came out great and all of that, but we want to talk about the Miss Lauren. Miss Lauren is the one that I would like to highlight and talk about because she is one of the lovely members of the Church of Hope. So, here we go. First of all, this is going to be a message to a lot of my older babies in the church. A lot of the older ladies think, well, I can't get a man. I can't get a rich man because I'm old. I can't do any, you know, I can't do any of that. I'm old. Sorry, guys. We have an assistant minister this afternoon. He's not ready for his nap. Disregard. Anyway, so yes, I think Mackenzie was a Bob the Builder, of course. So Miss Lauren is 49 years old, and she snagged the richest man in the world. She snagged the richest man in the world. So it can be done. It can be done. What did she do? How did she do it? Let's talk about that. That's what we're going to talk about. One moment, church. Okay, so how did she do it? First of all, let's go to our first scripture, which is going to be Hebrews. Let's go to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. Open your holy Bibles, church. Hebrews, who has the word? Hebrews chapter 6, verse 9. And the word reads, she was already in the circle. She was already in the circle. She was already in the circle in the fact that this lady has dated multiple wealthy men. All these MGTOW men want to talk about how she's a gold digger and she has a reputation of only dating wealthy men. You know, she has a certain type. And of course, all the women are saying, oh my God, she's a gold digger, she's this, she's that, blah, 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 blah. If you will take a look, she said, and verily I say unto you, if you will take a look at her and take a look at Miss Mackenzie, they are basically one and the same. They are very, very similar. But the difference is other men have wanted and had Miss Lauren. So I say that she was already in the circle. She's already dated other wealthy men. He knew that. Jeff doesn't see her as a hoe, like some of our older ladies in the church will misconstrue. A lot of older ladies will be, what about my reputation? I don't want him to think this. What is he gonna say if? Miss Lauren did not concern herself with that. She got in the circle and she made her way around. Okay, I'm gonna date him, I'm gonna date him, I'm gonna date him, I'm gonna date him. No one knew that he would come up with Amazon and become the richest man in the world. But when you get in the circle, it's easy to integrate yourself into that world. So how did she do it? How did she do it? She maintained her beauty, like I always say. This lady is 49 years old, but she does not look 49. She could easily pass for a woman in her late 30s. This man is 54. She looks much younger than he does, right? She looks much younger than he does. So he knows that if he's not with her, she has the ability to go get someone else. That's why you need to maintain your looks. That's why you need to remain beautiful, because you want him to feel like, okay, I got her. She's right here with me. But if I decide that I want to leave her, I know that she can go get someone else. She can go get someone else. Mackenzie is only 1 year younger, so they're pretty much the same age. Once you get past 40, you know, 1 year is like whatever, semantics at this point. But she maintained her looks. She was already in the circle. So you cannot be concerned with, well, they're best friends. Should I date him? Well, I already was with his brother. Should I date him? Who freaking cares? The more you can show a man that you are wanted and sought after by other men, the more you will be attractive to him. Doesn't have anything to do with her sign. She could be a freaking, you know, doggy Libra or something, or a, you know, whatever. It doesn't matter what her sign is. It matters how her mentality. This lady is very cunning, very cunning, very cunning. So keep that in mind. Even though she's also married. She's supposedly married to some, wait, that's the next word. Okay, so the next word is going to come from the book of Ephesians. Ephesians. The book of Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 6, verse 9. Whatever. It's not about, because chapter 6, verse 9 of Ephesians. Y'all can believe all that, oh, it's my sign and it's Mercury and all that. Believe that if you want to. This lady got her mind together. You can change. Everybody is subject to be a certain way because of the day they were born and all of that, whatever, if you believe in astrology. But you don't have to be that way. You can morph yourself into someone else. You don't have to have characteristics of your birth sign just because you were born into that sign. It is what it is. Anyway, so the second, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 9. She is also married. Didn't I tell ya? Didn't I tell you? I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, even though I'm married, I'm still single. Miss Lauren is married to Mr. Patrick, Whitesell, and he is supposedly one of the most powerful people in Hollywood, right? So she went from wealth to wealthier. That's what you have to do. Yes, you know, she's already married, but she didn't let that stop her from getting a major bag. Yes, Jeff is going to have to split his bag down the middle with his wife. Who gives a rip? He's still going to continue to build that wealth. His wealth is going to go from wealth to wealth to wealth to wealth. The only way that Miss Mackenzie's 70 will do that is if she is smart enough to make that and maintain that on her own. Miss Mackenzie is going to have to figure out a way to flip hers, right? There you go. There you go. I feel like this. Miss Mackenzie has known for a while that Miss Lauren was with her husband. She's known. The wives always know first. They always know, you know? So if Miss Lauren, or if Miss Mackenzie was petty, she would have left a long time ago. But she's also smart. She wanted to come out on top. The more he's worth, the more I get. So I get that. I get that. But Miss Lauren played her cards to the T. She went after, and you know she went after him. She had to have gone after him, because if a man has been married for 25 years, he's comfortable, he's okay with where he's been. Yeah, his wife is getting ugly and saggy, but who cares? So is he. You know, his eyes a little crooked. So after 25 years, a man just doesn't up and say, oh, I'm going to, you know, cheat on my wife. So, you know, she was very strategic in making that move. She was very strategic in making sure that she got to the bag and she was able to do what she wanted to do with it, right? So, Miss Lauren was also married, and she did not let that stop her from getting the ultimate bag, the ultimate bag. So the first point is that she kept her looks up. And the second point is Miss Lauren was not afraid to step outside of what the norm is. When you reach a certain tax bracket, you cannot expect your husband not to cheat. This man is a billionaire. He's been a millionaire for quite some time. He's been cheating. So what? The only time that the wife has a problem with the husband cheating is when it embarrasses her. When it's about to come out and now I'm going to look like a fool. That's the only time that wives have a problem with cheating. Trust me. Trust me. You have to stay beautiful. You have to make sure that you are always able to get another man if your husband decides to leave you, decides to cheat, or something like that happens, you know? Keep you a couple on the side. You won't have to worry about it. Just saying. So, there you go. Next verse. Yes. Let's see. Philippians. Philippians chapter 6, verse 9. Chapter 6, verse 9. She was, let's see. how can I put this? She used what she had to get what she wanted. She used what he wanted against him to get what she wanted. What do you think she used, church? What do you think she used, church? The pee-pee, hips and lips. That's what she used. Hips and lips. Turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor and say, hips and lips. There you go. There you go. Hips and lips. A lot of you ladies, she's older. Remember, she is older. She is older. When you are older, the games change because you don't have the same things that somebody 20 does. You don't have something that, you don't have the mind of a 20-year-old, okay? So since you don't have the mind of a 20-year-old, you have to use something else. Yes, she probably seduced him, whatever. Outside of the seduction, when you get through seducing, you got to turn it in. Point blank. Everybody, ooh, the art of seduction, let's call a thing a thing. That girl got down through there on the trampoline. Let me tell you how I know. Let me tell you how I know. Once you let go of all of that trying to frou-frou it up and make it sound cute, this woman is worth $70 billion. $70 billion. This man said, you know what? I'm going to leave my wife for this PP right here. The only thing that will make a man spend $70 billion ain't no seduction. I guarantee you that. It's not seduction. Yes, she had him in his mind. She had his mind, but she took that mind game, put that on the trampoline, got the bag, just like that. So for all of you seasoned saints, as we'll call you, seasoned ladies, take a page from her book. She wasn't trying to sit up and hold that thing, letting cobwebs and dust and everything else accumulate on her PP. She put that thing to work. When you are older, you're going to have to put that thing to work. You're going to have to put it to work like you never have before, especially if he's a wealthy man. That's what you have over a 20-year-old. If your competition is these 20-year-old Instagram models, they don't know the stuff you know. They don't. Oh no, I'm stuck. Y'all, I'm on pause again. Look at me. Oh my God. Lord. YouTube, what the crap? Can y'all see me? Y'all can hear me? Right, the devil don't want me to hear my message. Well, guess what? I'm not gonna sit here and look at myself like this. No, ma'am, and no, sir. No.